Right, hello everyone. Welcome to the live. I had some technical difficulties happening, so once we get that sorted, we'll have everything working a lot better, looking a lot better. So bear with me. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what's happening in the markets. House. Of course, it's house. House. So, let's have a look. Where is the market currently heading? We've had a big drop. I was literally watching the live, not live. I was watching the market, and what we had was kind of same thing yesterday. And the price was being squeezed. Yeah, so we have a squeeze. Look at that tight squeeze, and then bang, shoots through the roof, not through the roof, through the ground. So now it looks to me as if we're going to continue an uptrend. So we can make an entry. We can take profit around, let's say, 30. That's height. What am I on? What am I doing? Silly sausage. So you can see, look, no price movement up, no price movement up, no price movement up, no price movement barely, and then bang goes through the ground. So realistically, we could expect a nice move going back up. So you see, we were based off of this candle top, and currently we can expect pretty much the same thing we just saw. So I do believe the price will continue in this range. So we could ideally set the take profit at 73,004. 73,004. And stop loss at 72,500. 72,500. And we will make a long position. There we go. Our position is now open. So what we're expecting is the price to continue with that trend and carry on going up. Well, that's not a good start, is it? That's a very, very bad start. But as you see, the strength is there. It is just touched our stop loss. So we are expecting. I do believe this is a little false break that we have, and as you can see, there is an uptrend going on. So I do believe the price will continue in this key level and continue obviously on that bullish movement upwards. So let's have a look on what happens. Seems it wants to kind of break that level. That is not what we want to be seeing, and we have been stopped out. So realistically, we could have actually waited for the price to drop a little bit lower. And as you can see, it is still, it is obviously, it's not come through that level. Looking at a 5 minute time frame, it has kind of gone through that level. So we could realistically be on a continuation downtrend. $72,500. 72,500. And then a take profit of 72,180. 72,180. Well, that's if. It could even be a false break for all we know. I'm trying to see what happens. Give it a bit of time for the market to just kind of even out. And if we do see like a movement towards a bullish move, we could potentially enter a long position. It does kind of seem it's broken that level though. It might even be a false break, but it looks too far in to be a false break. The buyers are looking a bit weak. We are 40 to 60%. But there is a lot of resistance, so realistically, we could enter a long position. I think it might actually be 7 to 180. 400. Hello, hello. So our first trade was stopped out, but I do believe it now does look a lot to me like a false break as occurred, and we might be on the way back up into that zone. So I do feel like these levels would now be valid. So let me just put them off, and instead we can look for a support on this level. Let me just turn some lights on. There we go. It does currently look pretty positive. There we go, big jump. Better, better. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. Realistically, we could now expect the price to continue. How's that? How's the volume? Better? Not better? Looking in the 1 minute time frame, we can see a consolidation forming. That is not what we want to be seeing. How's the volume? Is it good? Is it good? Are we okay? Better, not better? And we've been stopped out. Not good. Not good at all. But the price has come back from that level. Seven, three, five, 7,500. Top loss of 72. So now we're expecting the price to come back up as it hasn't obviously it's touched this liquidity and it's come straight back up. So I do believe it will come all the way back up here, or even go all the way back up to the resistance level. Ideally, you want to be seeing the price moving between these levels, you know, but I've kind of got a feeling it might continue on that downtrend. Does look like there's a lot of resistance, so we might as well actually exit that trade and come in for a short position and take profit at 7215, 7215, 72, 72, 215. 72, You can see the downtrend is there. Line. You can see price could actually even be accumulating. So we can get this. Could see another move that we just did here, but this one does look a bit different. We had these big jumps, price do the same jumps, price do the same jumps, and then big move down. So I believe that trade went through. Looks like it, and it's broke that level again. This time it's definitely broke that level. Now we can definitely expect a big move downwards. It's going to continue going down to at least 71,300. 7,300. And that's the stop loss. We can get 72,200. 72,200. So now you can see the price is coming down by quite a lot. Could either stop out about here, 71,600. It's going to be very hard for that price to come back up now. So let's just have a look. Feels like I'm in Rocket League game. These tunes on. Good game though, honestly. 10-10. We've had a bit of unsuccessful trading at the start of July. I think rushed into it too quickly, didn't analyse, didn't look. So yeah, this is not good. Need to be more careful. There is a little bit of resistance, but it's still not enough to push back up. So ideally, we could price obviously around here now. And it has dropped to about here. There is no low for it to make a level. So realistically, we could expect it to go here. So that's like the first lowest low. But there could be a reversal coming on. Have a look. Does appear to be. So we would actually expect the price to come back up now. So we'll do that, and then to continue the downtrend, we've now placed a buy position. So I expect the price to come up back here, but not touch that level. So we'll take profit at 72.163. 72.163. And the stop loss of 71. 71. Like I said, it does seem that there is quite a bit of resistance there. The price does seem to be coming back up. And that's that take profit reached, and now we can come back for that sell position. Expect it to come to 7,900. 7,900. Well, let's obviously take a closer look. It does seem to be that way. And for the stop loss, we can put 72. 72. That's pretty good trade. So we just entered that trade. Now you could expect the price to move. So obviously, as you see, it goes up, comes back down, goes up, comes back down, and here can I expect the same thing. So we've got a trend going on. A peak here, a low here, a peak here, a low here, here most likely, and then another downward move. That's currently what we're seeing. So realistically, this, let me just draw a line. Take that magnet off. And actually, no, we'll keep the magnet on and we'll go from this peak here. So that would obviously show us those levels. I'll go from this low. No, that's a bit too far. I'll get rid of that. Actually, that's still on a larger time frame. Oh, this line's getting in my way and all sorts. So yeah, realistically, we expect I can move along those lines. So obviously, it doesn't seem that there's enough momentum and strength in the market to come back through that level that it previously broke through. as you see. This candle does touch it, so there is that level is there, as you can see. This candle perfectly touches that level, and this one just about touches it, but not quite. So we want to be seeing the perfect touches. We don't want to be seeing like let me just go back around white. So we don't want to be seeing this. We want to be seeing this, like it's perfectly touching that level. And that candle has also just touched that level. So now we can expect that big move downwards. So I'd say it's a very risky trade. We've got a ratio of 8.75. As you see, we've got pretty strong indications of what's going on. Just cancel that out. Now we can go from here. It's magnet. Same kind of thing yesterday. We had the same exact thing going on yesterday, where we had this exact kind of move, where the price kept. Yesterday we had it where the price was trying to get to the top here, trying to get to the top, trying to get to the top. There was like 4 times where it touched that line, and it just couldn't break that line. And yeah, obviously we had that indication that the price isn't going to go through, not enough strength in the market, and we did get a sell position for that area. It was like say this is yesterday's trade. It was roughly around this area. So that is how we did it, executed yesterday's trade. I think I just moved the level by accident. We went based off of these two. So currently we're in a nice bit of profit, sitting around 150. It's a bit slow moving, so there's 160. So it is on a pretty nice bearish downtrend at the minute. Can feel a bit musty. So yeah, we are just expecting that continuation of the downtrend. As you can see, it's very nice. Very nice. So the peaks that we've got going on, we've got this peak here. I believe this peak here. Oh no, this one. So we have this peak, and then this peak. So realistically, we can expect the price to come to this support level, generate another peak around this area, and then continue with that movement. currently our take profit is, let me just show you guys, 5 minutes. Look at that big movement. Our I believe it was. I think I had a look in the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, so it's this bottom here. So when price moves like it is now, most of the time it stops out where there's a bottom like this. So, for example, this area here. So realistically, we can set our stop, take profit, sorry, to 70. Just to be safe, we can set it to 71. So currently it's at 70,900. So if we were to set that at 71, there we go. So as you see, it is on a pretty big move down. So if we were to just adjust those levels, which would look a bit more clearer and wider. Because obviously, if we, as you know, I've said this before. Remember, the longer you go, well, the longer, the wider you go, looking from a, I don't know, binocular angle, 30 minutes, 1 hour, the further you go down the line, so 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, your key levels and indications that you'll find in those time frames will be stronger. So, say for example, a 30-minute key level will be weaker than a 1 hour key level because the 1 hour is like a zoomed out, a little bit zoomed out, and then 4 hours zoomed out more, and 1 day is even more. And then obviously, as you know, each candle takes that amount of time to form. So currently, each of these candles takes a minute to form. Let me just show you. So the good thing on Everdex, we have a little timer here. As you can see, 45 seconds left for that candle to fully form. And each candle has that same principle where you can see how many seconds it's got left for it to fully form. Yeah, like I said, each time frame is that amount of time for the candle to form. So currently it's 1 minute, and then you usually get the point. 5 minutes for one of these candles to form, 15 for one of these, 30 for one of these, and so on. So you can see now it's on a pretty big move down. I would expect the price to come about this area, previous little thing, little peak. I would say it's a peak. It's more like just a move in the market because this here would be a peak and this would be a low, same as this being a peak and this being a low. So you wouldn't count these little, what's the word, let's say steps as, you know, a peak or a low. Still, you can still see the continuation of that downtrend. I swear this is like a proper song. Sounds like a proper music here on the radio. I've never played, and then every time you hear it, you want to plug your ears. It sounds like one of those songs you hear on the radio, like Jeff Glynn or something, or like, I don't know, Prime 2020 or 2018, where everyone was just producing bangers after bangers. It's a very, very lovely soundtrack we've got going on. Here, 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 here again. So if I just zoom out a little bit, see here, again, and then again, and then again, and then most likely again, and again, and again, and again. So it falls absolutely into the abyss, which would be fantastic. We sat on 286 profit wise, 290. The movement does seem to be pretty strong as well. Like there is pretty much no indication that the price would make a reversal right about now. So now it's at its all-time low whilst we've been trading. It doesn't seem that we've got any, like I just said, indication of a reversal movement. So let's have a look on a wider time frame. So like I said, it could either be here or here. So to be safe, we could even put our stop take profit, sorry, to about 71 200 to be safe. Ooh, there we go. Just to be safe, we're going to raise that take profit just a little bit higher because we don't want that reversal when we see that low. If it gets to, obviously, the price is the low is here, the price is coming down, down, down. It gets to this low, and there isn't obviously enough to go through that low. It kind of bounces back off this low and goes back up. That's not really what. That's not really the move we want to be seeing. So as for that trade, that was put us at a $600 profit. Currently, we're just waiting. Does seem to have broken through. I think there was a little level somewhere around here. I think it was here. So yeah, it does appear that it's broken through it.
or it might even be struggling to push through.
It does look like it's broken through. I can just get a line on that. Yeah, the little pip does seem to be through it. You see the continuation is pretty strong. Now, it does make little reversals, so it expects it around here somewhere, and then it comes straight back down, or even a continuation of that movement. Or may even see a reversal happening. Because I don't think it's come through that level just quite. We've got about 40 seconds left on that candle to fully form. I'm not too worried as of yet, as that could just be a little reversal like we have here, and then a continuation of that downtrend. But only start to get worried if it comes above that previous peak, and that's when we could see an indication of the price reversal. But it doesn't seem to be that way because, as you see, it's carrying on with that move. I think this might be the lucky song. Well, we can't say luck because it's mostly analysis and based on what we think and what we have. So, yeah, I mean, there's beginner's luck, there's luck. Obviously, luck does exist, but what I'm trying to say is we base everything on our knowledge and analysis, what we see, what structures we see, indications. So just things like that in general. That candle has now fully formed. So do believe it's going to break through this little level here. So you see the candle reversal, but then this candle nearly matched the same kind of points movement as this green one here. And then if we do break through that level, then we definitely could see our take profit being taken. So I think now it's having a little bit of trouble on getting that strength kind of stuck. So we may even see a reversal, but that is not what we would want to see. So Got 5 more seconds left on that candle. And then the next candle could show us whether that strength is there or not. We may actually be on a reversal currently. It may even obviously accumulate the price in this kind of range here. So it may now just be a bit of consolidation as it regains, accumulates that price, and then it carries on with that downtrend. So let's have a look what happens. So see, the price hasn't obviously gone past this previous peak. So as I said, we're not too worried as of now. We can actually mark that previous peak. So we'll see if that price does reach it or not. So now what would expect is to break through this level, which was in the 15-minute time frame. No, 30-minute time frame. Let me just show you guys. So that would have been this area here. It's not so much a low. It is in a 15-minute time frame though. It's kind of like a low here, as you can see. And then we might have a bit of challenge breaking through this level as well. But then I have got the take profit on this bottom here, because this does look like a stronger level. As you see, this is where price actually started to go bullish. It's kind of floating on that level right now. Doesn't seem to have that strength, that continuation of the downtrend. Realistically, we could actually see a potential reversal in the price. So as of now, this is the previous peak. We would really expect the price to go past it. This one here. So I feel like currently the price is getting squeezed lower and lower. So we could either see a movement, a continuation of that bearish move that we're seeing right now, or a reversal. So we see nice movement downwards. Price kind of doesn't want to do what the market wants to do. Kind of difficult at the minute, but to break through that level, that's been this blue line here. But it does seem like it's getting squeezed down. Bias acceleration does seem to be stronger for short positions. As you see, seems to be pretty strong. People are wanting to go through that level. It has touched again now, and there are a lot of short positions being made, and it broke through. There we go. that continuation of the downtrend will continue. Had a bit of trouble. So this is the level, for example, this is that level. Price was like bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, trying to get through. I don't know, like a bird trying to get some food, trying to get through. It smashes it and just gets the food. Happy days. So realistically, this is the level that we're currently watching. So if we look at a 30-minute time frame, if we go to those levels, you see here, now it could have a bit of trouble. Doesn't seem to be seems to be a little bit of a low here. But I don't believe we'll have a problem breaking through that level. This one's already been on. There was that good one, yeah. This one. Yeah, we're expecting continuation of that downtrend. Price may come up a little bit, but we have broken through that level, so it does show strength is still there. And the short positions do seem to be outweighing long positions. So there is quite a lot of strength still for that continuation of the trend. So ideally what we'd like to see is the price hitting that take profit that we've currently got start at 71,200. 71,200. Bangers. Absolute banger. The price is coming closer and closer to the take profit that we have got marked down at 71,200. So ideally, let's look at those levels again. Ideally, it could. I believe it might actually come down to 71, which is here. That's the low of that one. So as you can see, this is where the price started to go bullish. So price could obviously now come back up near this bottom here. So around, I'd say about 50% of that bottom. So it could be about here if we were to make one of these little highs again. So here we have a high, here we have a low, high, and then a low again. But the low would be around here because the price was still continuing down. And this is where the price stopped going for that bearish move, started being bullish, and then still with a bearish. So our take profit would have been hit right now. think. Nope, not just quite. We had about. So this was where. Let me just try and get it as close as possible. So you can imagine just above that dotted line that we have going on there. So has the price hit anything? Not quite. So this is where we had it before, our take profit around this area here, 200 -ish. Obviously, not too worried at all. So you see, price came like pretty much where exactly as I said, like a 50% of from here to wherever it was. So it's like in the middle. So it's like bang on in the middle of this one and this one. You see, it's nearly like bang on in the middle. Yeah, I would expect it now to peak up a little bit here, leave a longer candle, and then continue with that downtrend. So let's carry on watching how it plays out. This is a good one as well. I think these tunes play on a daily, kind of familiar with them all now. So I think that previous one currently my number one. We had that other one not too long ago. I'd say that definitely makes it a top three. Pretty funky tune. So did we not quite? Just checking if we would have hit that take profit. So just dipping below. That's how close we were. Approximately. Oh, somewhere there-ish. My mouse, I haven't got like a super insane mouse where I can precisely pin that exact level. Obviously, you can put it anywhere. You probably won't get a rounded level. So you'll be playing around with the mouse more than actually trading. So yeah, currently you're waiting on that. So right now we would have been that profit would have been taken. Currently we're sat at 71,165, and our take profit is sat at 71,000. So we've got a tiny little bit way to go. So this could be crazy. take a gander at the larger time frame. So as you see, it's broken now. Seems to have broken through this little low here. Just about though, just about. But what we're expecting is price to come all the way down to here. That's where the price started going bullish. So you see that little jump back again. That's what we had previously at the other level that we had. I believe it was around this area here. So you see, it hit this level, come back up, and then kind of wanted to go back up, but then we broke through. So that's the same thing that's going to happen here. And potentially it could actually stop out at that level where it started going bullish. So it's most likely this candle here is going to match the same-ish points as this bullish candle. So let's keep our eyes peeled and wait. This is another one. This is another top banger that we've got in this funky website. Oh yeah, we had some good speakers. There's some crazy speakers in there with the Friday party, trading party. Yeah. So you see the price hasn't come past this previous peak, like I said before, where it happened here as well. See, price hasn't come past this previous peak, and here it's the same thing. So if we get a horizontal line, put it on previous peak would most likely be this one. So most likely we do expect the price to go to that level where the price started going bullish and can be seen in that 30-minute time frame. So let me just show you, and that's this level here. So this is where price really started going. Obviously, look, see the move for yourselves. So that's the area that most likely gonna stop. Well, if we do come through this level here, we may actually see a reversal. So that could be a sign to close our position by market. Now we have a number of short positions coming in. That price wanted to go back up, but I feel like we're now going to go right back down and test that level again. And if we can break through.
This is a previous low that we've got here. If it does break through that, then it has done. So we are going to close that trade. So we need some indication of price. Good. Very good. 71, 71, 76. And then we have 71,000. I believe the price will go above this level here. But obviously there's a chance for it to be on a reversal now. Let's actually take it up to, just to be safe, 71. 50. If it does, it's not up here, or just a little bit above, then that won't be good. Because we'll still get stopped out. So I thought I'd get it up a little bit, because I had that same thing yesterday where we had the level, it went just a little bit above the level, and then it comes straight back down. And that's not what we want to see. It's definitely not what you want to be seeing. I've been stopped out again. So wait for that candle to fully form, and if it doesn't push through, you'll set a short position. Right now, ideally, what we want to see price to be crashing back down. Like it's going to be hard for the market to gain that momentum back. It does seem to be hovering around this level. It's tried and trying to break through it. It doesn't appear to be broken fully. So in the 5 minute time frame, you can see that this is the level here at the 30 minutes. Yeah, so it's trying to break through here. It's not got that momentum. I hope it just dies back down. It's continuing to try breaking it, but it's struggling quite a lot. It'll be nice to see that reversal coming in. It does seem like the price is looking to be on its way back down. There is a lot more short positions than there is long, and that's our first biggest candle for short positions. So I believe it's not got enough strength to break through that level. There we go. Very nice to see that continuation or that bearish move. The theme short positions overpowering the buys. There we go. So it didn't have enough strength to get to that level. They have a daily candle. We've got two doji candles here, one there and a nice clear one there. Momentum is losing its strength. And realistically, we can now start to expect a move bearish, bearish move. Doesn't seem like it's got enough strength to carry on at all. It keeps trying, but none of them popped out, unfortunately. So realistically now we can prepare and move for the price to keep going back up and coming back up to where we were before. But now we have executed a long position, the price to go back where it was at the start, and that being around 73k. But I do feel like it will peak at about 72,600, so we'll just change that out a little bit. 72,600. More of a realistic um, position. Well, actually, we should actually go to this peak here, being 72,450. Just to leave it this way. Could we even see a higher price? So realistically, we should have previously kept that take profit we had. That was the best case scenario. Maybe got too greedy and expecting the price to continue moving down, which wasn't the case. So we obviously learn from our mistakes. So next time round, it's happened to me before where I have been trading gold. I have blown the whole account just based off greed. Just let's say a human, it's a natural thing we have. So on the 30-minute time frame, it did seem like the price was moving back down. As you can see, it is moving pretty rapidly. So I do think that peak is coming down now. It does look like the market is on a bearish move. Short positions are quite heavily outweighing the long positions. And I feel like the market is trying to gain that momentum, that strength to carry on for that bullish move. And it seems that power is no longer there. As you see, the indicator peaks have also rounded off. Right around this area could be the area for the price to carry on for that uptrend. Unless we have some kind of big short position. Which I don't believe will happen. Most likely to come up here. Seven, two, two, one, two, five. 42, 1, 2, 5. And stop loss be 71. So you see the trend forming here, 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 and then most likely around the take profit area. That's where the last peak would probably be. the larger time frame tells. Seems like that continuation. The bullish move is still ahead. Yeah, so there's a big increase there. You may even see, I don't like it. Because what, the price is struggling to get back up. Right now, we may actually even see a downwards move. In the longer time frames, it does look like there's going to be a continuation of that trend we see. I mean, it could even stop around here and then continue. But it seems a little bit too big for it to continue going. Um, there's some indication the strength is still there. There we go. There's a big rush. it doesn't seem there's going to be a continuation of that uptrend. So we're going to leave that trade where it is. Right, guys, that will be it for today's trading live. Thank you for watching as always, and stay tuned for some other lives. That'll be most likely tomorrow. There'll be another one, so stay tuned for them. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.